Hey, everybody. What's up? What's up? Anthony Morrison here, and welcome to a special edition of the Success Connection here, coming to you on Thanksgiving night. How many of you are having a great Thanksgiving with your family? Just give me a big yes in the chat box. Very cool. I see lots and lots of yeses flying in. Very cool. Well, awesome. Well, listen, we're not going to spend a terrible amount of time with me just rambling along tonight. I know that a lot of you have are spending time with your family, and you've pulled away to jump on the Success Connection. So thank you so much. For those of you that are new, I want to welcome you. I want to thank you for being here, and of course, thanks for spending some of your Thanksgiving with us here on the Success Connection. I want to kind of set some really quick expectations. The Success Connection is not something that where we're training you on any specific program. So no matter which program or course you may have purchased from us, this training is not a continuation of that. This is a standalone training, something that we've put together to help you build businesses online and to help you market those businesses, advertise them, make money, and really and truly just grow as an entrepreneur. And so this is where all of our students come to one place at one time, and we kind of do things for you, right? And that's what's so awesome about this is you get to leverage my entire team. Everyone that's working with me, everyone that helps me with our business is now going to be able to help you with your business. And I think that's something that's rare, something that most people don't do, and that's the reason why I absolutely love doing it. As I said, we do this every single Thursday night. So this, I think, is my fourth Thanksgiving, might be fifth Thanksgiving in a row to be hosting the Success Connection on Thanksgiving night. So pretty special, pretty awesome time, and we're excited to have all of you here. Of course, if you're an existing student and you already know the drill, then you know there's a lot to come tonight, a lot of awesome stuff. We are going to keep it a little bit shorter tonight. And the reason, obviously, is because we respect your time with your family, and then obviously we have to spend time with our family. But we want to make sure that you get your training in on Thursday night. I told you, when you do something repetitively and you continuously make sure you're showing up, make sure you're doing something every day, same time, or every week, same time, it becomes a habit, and that is what you really want. You want to be in the habit of doing things that are going to help you grow, help you be more successful, and that's the reason why even on holidays, I don't miss the Success Connection, because I don't want to ever, ever break that, break that habit for you, right? I want you to be able to continue to have success. So with that said, tonight what we have is special guest. If you were with us last week, then you met him. His name is Roger Festa, and he is going to be taking us through an entire Facebook ad boot camp tonight. It'll last about 30 minutes. And what he's going to do is show you how to build the Facebook ads for your 14-day challenge business. Now, if you are brand new and tonight is your first night and you're like, oh my gosh, Anthony, what is the 14-day challenge? What do I even do? How do I even make that work? How do I get that business? Here's the thing. I'm going to pull this up for you really fast. We build out businesses for you, okay? And so we have a student resource center. It's right here. I'll give you access to this a little bit later, right towards the end of our training. And inside of this, you'll see all of these new businesses that we've built. So these are all the businesses we've built for our students over the last few years. By the way, if you're a new student, you get access to all those businesses tonight anyway, so you'll be able to download them all tonight. So you haven't missed out on anything. We catch you up. But we're currently working on this challenge business. This is the 14-day challenge. This is where we challenge somebody to go through an entire process. And at the end of that process, we're able to sell them on one of our products, which makes us money. And the whole world is happier because the whole world is smarter. You've made money that people have learned. It's just a great thing, right? And so you'll notice that tonight there are two things that are added to your downloads, okay? One is that Roger has actually built us a brand new 14-day challenge opt-in page, all right? I'm gonna show you real fast what that looks like. You can see it kind of right here on the screen, and then you can see it when we pull it up here. So Roger has built out this brand new 14-day challenge opt-in page. So you're gonna get this page tonight completely free. This is not something that we told you were going to get. We didn't promise you this. I didn't ask Roger to do this. He literally called me up today. He's like, dude, I built an opt-in page. I ran some ads with it. I'm excited about this. I've got the whole boot camp lined out, and I'm going to give everybody this opt-in page. I'm like, awesome. So you're going to get an extra opt-in page here to your 14-day challenge business, which is going to be great for all of you. All right, so you're going to be able to get that. You'll be able to download that tonight right here. And then Roger is going to take you through some Facebook ads. Okay, so he's going to walk you through how to set up Facebook ads, and then he's actually going to give you the Facebook ads that he created for the 14-day challenge. That download button will appear right here. Okay, so you'll have basically 2 downloads tonight that you'll be able to take advantage of at the end of the training. Now, of course, if you're new, you'll want to be able to go back and just download all of these. Okay, and I highly recommend to anybody that's new that you just jump in and you watch the replays of all of the webinars that we've done on the Success Connection, especially for the last 6 weeks, because that'll walk you through the entire challenge business. Being that it's Thanksgiving, I'm not going to go back through the same process that I usually do, which is reviewing the whole thing, mainly just because, again, we're short on time. We want to make sure we're respectful of your time, and we want to give Roger enough time to go through these Facebook ads properly and show you guys how to do this. So if you are new, usually I do not have a guest. It's rare that I do. Usually all of the training is by me, all the training is done by me, but when we get to a point where we need to do some Facebook stuff, I bring in the guys that do my Facebook ads, and Roger does. So he's far better at it than I am. So I think you're going to be in really good hands. So the way things are going to go tonight, I'm going to turn things over to Roger here in just a minute. He's going to start working on and showing you how to set up these Facebook ads for your 14-day challenge business. And of course, please remember, you can use these tactics and these strategies for any business. So for those of you that are in Partner with Anthony, you can use those the Partner with Anthony like training as well as this training to launch your Facebook ads for it. Okay, so there's lots of different places and different ways that you can use this. But at the end, we're actually going to give you the done for you ads that Roger put together for Facebook specifically for the 14-day challenge. So that's going to be really awesome. So make sure that you stay till the end. You'll get the download link for this. I'm going to announce something that's really special that's happening next Thursday on the Success Connection. And I'm going to give you a quick little update on Partner with Anthony and some new ad creatives that we built for you guys that are members of Partner with Anthony. So all of that's going to come when I take back over. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to welcome Roger, who is taking time away from his family to be here with us tonight. So I hear him laughing in the background already. What's up, Roger? How are you?
Hey, I'm glad to be here with my Success Connection family. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yep. Look, everybody's
one in the chat box if you can hear me. Let's just start with that.
I see them hearing you now. By the way, guys, for those of you that were with us last week, you're probably wondering why in the world Roger and I don't have our webcams on, because usually we have our webcams on, but we're traveling obviously for Thanksgiving, and so I'm not on my fiber internet. And if you were with us last week, you saw Roger's internet was cutting out, and so we just decided that for tonight we don't want to have a bunch of issues, with the webcams and things breaking up and the audio breaking up. So we're just going to leave the webcams off, and we're going to get through the training because that's what we really want for you guys. So I might pop my webcam on at the very end once the training is over. But Roger, what I'm going to do, man, is if you're ready for the screen and ready to take off, we've got a decent about maybe 30 minutes here to bang through the setup of these Facebook ads and show them the ads, and then of course like you said, we're going to give them the done for you ads at the very end, which I think is awesome. So if you're ready, I can pass the screen over to you.
Yeah, go ahead and pass it on to me. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for having me back on. Let me just make sure I am doing this correctly. Show my screen. All right.
There it is.
Okay, great.
Awesome. There he is.
Yeah, and let's be totally honest, Anthony. We just got so many complaints when I showed my face on camera that's why we're not showing our faces today, because there's so many complaints when they saw my.
I think earlier you told me the opposite. You said that people were going to get off the webinar if we didn't show your face. I don't know. I think you're trying to figure out which direction it is that you're truly leaning on that conversation.
You know what? I
But
think we'll just have to let the audience decide. So
we'll let them decide at the end. Maybe we'll pop the
yeah,
webcams on at the end and let them say Happy Thanksgiving and let them decide.
yeah, if you miss our faces, go ahead and put that in the chat box.
Yes, very
I do want
constructive.
to know. I do want to know from everybody though, because this is a big Thanksgiving question. Right before I get started, give me a one if you have waited this long to start listening to Christmas music. If you've decided to wait until Thanksgiving to start listening to Christmas music, give me a one, or give me a two if you're like me and you have been jamming out to Mariah Carey since mid-October. So I
Oh
want
my
to know.
gosh. Oh my gosh. And you would pick Mariah Carey. I'm going to go on and apologize for Roger's choice of music. Right off the bat, he is, as you all know, musically inclined. He started banging on the piano last week. So,
He is
um,
he is an American treasure for the Christmas season. It looks like from the chat box though I have lost this round. Most people have waited until Thanksgiving.
yes, yes, those of us that are what we call, quote, normal. So, anyway, um,
I've heard of you normals. Yeah.
yes, us normal folks. Well,
Well, I love
listen,
you all
I'm
the
going
same. I'm glad to know that we can all celebrate the holiday music together now. Somebody just said that they started dreidel dreidel. That's great. I love it. Thank you.
just
Appreciate
gotta love it. Only you. So listen, man, we're gonna take off and get this done. I'm gonna
it.
mute myself just in case, but I'm gonna be right here. So I want you to kind of walk us through how we would set these Facebook ads up, kind of give them the full blown kind of training that you had planned out,
Absolutely.
and I'll interrupt once we get about 30 minutes in, so that because that's about the amount of time we want to spend. But I just think it's really awesome to be able to give everybody a quick Facebook ads workshop here on Thanksgiving. And for those that are here, I mean, this is something they're never going to learn from me, that's for sure. So this is an awesome opportunity for them, and that's the whole reason I created this, was just to give them opportunity to learn and learn
Yeah.
anything and everything that they need to run their business. So I'm gonna let you take it away, man, and I'm gonna mute myself and watch myself so I can see that what it is that you do for me every day.
All right, this training is going to be in 3 parts, and I'm not gonna ask too many questions right now. I'm not gonna do too many jokes or anything. I'm just gonna do the training so that you can come back to this video and you can watch it during the replay. I want you to be able to come back and refer to the whole thing. So the training is gonna be in 3 parts, and friends, I apologize for the speed in which I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna blow through it knowing that you're gonna be able to go back and follow me step by step to set these ads up. So the first part of the training is going to be on how to set up your pixel, how to place your pixel onto your opt-in page and thank you page. And if you don't know what a pixel is, it's a little piece of code that does 2 things. The first thing it does is that it allows tracking to take place. So when you land on a page, that pixel, that little piece of code, fires to, let's just say for sake of ease, your computer, so that I can now know who landed on my page and be able to retarget them because of the pixel. The second thing that the pixel does is that it allows me to what we call optimize, or to target correctly. So if I want to target people that are most likely to land on my page or to give me my email address, because I have my pixel on my page and Facebook is gathering all this data about all the people that are landing on these pages, it now will allow me to target properly and to optimize properly just for people that are most likely to convert. So if that was really confusing, here's what you need to know. The pixel is really important to have on your pages. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And if you don't quite understand exactly how it works, that's totally okay. That's why we come on here every week and teach you everything we need to know. So let's go through the first lesson, which is how do we take that pixel? Where do we get the pixel? And how do we put it on the page? All right, here we go. We're gonna go into the Ads Manager tab. Here, you're inside of your Ads Manager here. We're gonna go in the Ads Manager tab, and I'm gonna scroll all the way over to Measure and Report. And down in this tab, you will find pixels. Boom, this is where we're gonna find it. So I'm just gonna go a little right click here, pop it over into another tab, and I'm going to go into our pixel. Now, if this is the first time you've ever done this, you're not going to see this screen right here. This we've already set up our pixel. We're already ready to go with our pixel. you're going to need to set up your own pixel, and there will be pretty clear instructions on how to do that. So if you go into that screen and you're like, oh, I don't have a pixel already, that's okay. Don't worry about it. You're just going to set up a pixel for yourself, all right? The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the Setup tab. Once you've set up your pixel, and you're going to click on Install Pixel. This is where we get our snippet of code, the code that goes on to our landing page. So I'm going to click Install Pixel here. It's going to take me to a few options, and you're going to click Manually Add Pixel Code to the website. Even though it says manually and it's got this intimidating like Ahref here, this is actually the easiest way to do it. So I'm going to click on Manually Add Pixel Code to the website, and whoa, this is intimidating. Don't worry, I still get a little scared every time I look at it too. I don't know what all of these things mean. If you know code, God bless you. You know what this stuff means. All I know is I got to put this code onto my landing page and onto my thank you page. So let's go ahead and do this. Facebook makes it really easy that all I have to do is scroll over, and with one click, it is now copied to my clipboard. So all I have to do now is paste it where it needs to go. So let's go into ClickFunnels, because that's the funnel you're going to be using. You're going to be getting this landing page that I made for you all. We're going to click Edit Page. This is the opt-in page. And by the way, this will be the thank you page. We're going to put the pixel on both of these pages, but let's just focus on the opt-in page to start. So we'll click on opt-in page here. I'm going to click Edit Page. And now we're going to go into the top bar up here. Once it loads, there we go. We go into Settings. This is our opt-in page here. We're going to go into Settings and scroll down till we hit Tracking Code. Remember when I said the pixel allows you to track people that come to your website, allows you to capture them in a way? That's why it's called a tracking code. We're going to click on that, and we're going to place the pixel here. Now the pixel is already placed, but let's pretend that it was. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Because it's already added to my clipboard, all I have to do is right click and hit paste, and boom, there it is. There's my pixel code in all its glory on the opt-in page. So let's just make sure it stays on there. We're going to hit save. And now the pixel is properly placed on the opt-in page. Now to do the same thing, excuse me. I'm getting so excited here talking about the pixel. You want to do the exact same thing on the thank you page. I won't go ahead and do that again. You can just refer to what I just did before, but it's going to look exactly the same. Go into Settings, click Tracking Code, and paste the pixel on, all right? But now that the pixel's on the page, our job is not yet finished. What you're going to do is we're going to create what's called a custom conversion. This will tell the pixel, it will track it back to Facebook so that Facebook is able to track the people within the ads manager. I know that sounds a little confusing, so I'm going to walk you through it. We're going to click this little button here to find out what the URL is. And I'm going to capture this URL right here. And I'm going to copy it. It's going to look different for you because it's going to be in your ClickFunnels account, but I'm going to copy it here. And then we're going to go back in and we're going to create a custom conversion. So I'm going to click the button that says create custom conversion. And we're going to place the URL right here. I'm going to leave it on URL. I'm going to leave it on contains, and I'm going to paste that URL right here. Okay. Now we're going to name our conversion. So what's the conversion? The conversion is if somebody clicked on an ad and they landed on this opt-in page, that's the conversion. So the conversion is, let's say, visited 14-day challenge opt-in page. Boom. For the category, this is what's called a view content category. So I'll scroll down and I'll click view content, and then I'll click create, and that will create my custom conversion. So now we are building an audience of all of the people that have visited our 14-day challenge opt-in page, okay? Step number 2, we're going to do the same thing, but now we're going to do it with the thank you page. I'm gonna go a little bit faster because we've already done it. We're gonna click copy to clipboard, awesome. We're going to go into the thank you page, and we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna click edit page. We're gonna go into the top bar, click on settings, tracking code. You can see my Facebook pixel is already in there. Just to show you, this is what yours is going to look like. I just click paste, boom. There's our pixel code. I'll click save. Now we're going to go ahead and grab the URL. So I do that by clicking here. I'm going to capture this URL here by copying it. And now we're going to create a custom conversion, okay? Create custom conversion. I'll add the URL here. And now this time it's going to be something a little bit different. It's going to be when they land on this thank you page and Facebook tracks them, that's going to be our lead. So if they landed on the opt-in page, that's great. But if they give us their email address, then they're directed here, and that's what we call a lead or an email subscriber. That's kind of the prime goal. That's really what we're trying to capture right now, because once you have a lead, once you have an email subscriber, you can continue to retarget them. So I'm gonna go here and make sure that I indicate that this is a 14-day challenge lead. And in the categories, I'll scroll down until I find lead. So now we've created 2 custom conversions. One that indicates when people land on our opt-in page, and the other that indicates when someone becomes a lead. All right, so I'll go ahead and create those, and we are good to go. So let's go back into our ads manager, because one thing that we want to do is we want to be able to track it. All right, so I'm going to go here. Let me minimize this screen here. Great. So now when you go into the customized column section, you're going to be able to track what you just put down here. So what I'll do is I'll have a couple of key metrics that I'm looking at when I'm running an ad. So I want to make sure the delivery is on, the amount spent is on, the budget is on, so I know all of those things going into it. And by the way, if you're watching right now, go ahead and take a screenshot, if you will, of the columns that I choose so that you can put them in yours as well. The next thing I'll put is the click-through rate. I'd like to know out of 100 people, how many of them are clicking on the ad. The link click-through, which is, you know, out of all the people clicking on the ad, how many are actually going to the landing page. And then here's where our custom conversions come in. The 14-day opt-in page, that's all the people that landed on the opt-in page. Remember, these are just our custom conversions. They're gonna appear right here. Then the cost, then the 14-day opt-in, these are the leads. Remember that I just wrote down on the custom conversion. And then how much it costs to acquire a lead. So this way I can track how all of my ads are doing, all right? So now that we know how to track it, now that we know how to place the pixel on, now that we know how to set up a custom conversion, it's time to go in and create our ad. So we did this a little bit last week. And again, if I go a little bit fast here, you can refer back to this video or last week's video where I went a little bit more slowly through the process to create an ad. But this is how it works right here. You're gonna go ahead and click create. And the first step is to create your campaign name. I'm gonna go ahead and just say, this is our cold traffic campaign, because we're gonna be targeting people that have never seen us before, never seen our ads before. They're completely what we call cold. I'm going to optimize, or the campaign objective is going to be conversions. This is why we have our pixel set, so that we can optimize for people that are most likely to become a lead, people that are most likely to give our email address. This is conversions. I'm going to set the budget at something nice and low that's pretty manageable. Let's set it at $10 a day. The ad set name, let's say I want to target people that are interested in digital marketing. So I'll go ahead and put that here. Now, this isn't going to target people that are interested in digital marketing. I have to still do that manually, but this is just the name that I'm giving the ad set. Just like here, the ad name is going to be, let's see, what was one of the ads that I wrote? I think crushing it was one of the things that I called it. You'll see why in a second when we go through the ad. So now I'll save that to draft. And we're going to go inside of the ad set. And this is where we begin to do our targeting. So remember when I told you before about setting up the conversion pixel? Well, this is where we target for our custom conversion. So I'm gonna go ahead and type in 14-day here, because that's when I know we can either optimize for people that to land on the opt-in page, but what we really want is right here. People that are a lead, people that give us their email, people that become a subscriber. So I'm gonna go ahead and click 14-day opt-in here. That was our custom conversion. Now, Facebook is going to optimize for people most likely to become a lead, most likely to give us their email address. I'm going to scroll down, because remember I said we're going to target people interested in digital marketing. Well, here we do that in the detailed targeting section. And I'll go ahead and just type in digital marketing. And if you're looking for some other interests that you might want to try, there's a little tab here that says suggestions. And people that are targeting the digital marketing crowd, they also likely to target social media marketing, online advertising, online marketing, lots of different options that Facebook gives you right here that makes it really, really nice and simple for you. All right. So we'll scroll down a little bit more. I'm going to leave everything just the way that it is. It's the most simple way to handle it. Automatic placements. Don't add a connection type. Only change what I showed you to change. Right here, this conversion event. Right here, this targeting. And then the last thing I want you to change is this conversion window. Instead of 7 days click and 1 day view, I want you to go ahead and click 1 day click. The reason being is because we want people to make a conversion within 1 day of clicking on the ad. All right. So that is step 2. The final step here is to go ahead and create the ad. Now, I showed you before a few ways to actually create the ad, or we walked through that process a little bit before. I'm not going to show you how to do that here. It's somewhat self-explanatory. You choose an image, you choose the body copy, you choose the headline. What I would really like to walk through with you now is how I choose the words of the ad, how I actually come up with the concept of the ad. And I made a helpful guide for you here. Anthony is going to add this in at the very end so that you can read it. And I want to walk through it with you now. This is the process that I go through just about every time I'm writing a new ad. This is the due diligence that I go through whenever I have a new idea, whenever I want to put something out there, either for an Instagram post or a YouTube video or a Facebook post or an ad itself. So the note that I have right at the top here is use as organic posts and apply best results to ads. I made that as a little note for those of you who have their own Instagram page or your own Facebook page, and you are actively promoting yourself and you're actively posting on those channels. If you're doing that, the best place to find your ads are going to be your best performing posts. That's what I do a lot of times for Anthony. We'll look at posts on Instagram or Facebook that do particularly well, and then we'll turn those into ads. But if you don't have a page, don't worry about it. I'm still going to show you how to create great ads from scratch right now. All right. So here's how we do that. This is step 3 in this training. The first step was we went through how to set up your pixel on your opt-in page and your thank you page. The second step was how to get the targeting just right and create the ad on Facebook. And the third step is going to be how to create the ad itself. All right, so let's walk through those steps together. The first thing that I do is I go through the ad details. What are the ad details? The ad details are the drivers of our ad. These are the main things that I want to communicate in the ad. I will list all of these out before I create an ad. So let's go through each of them one by one. The first thing that I want to list out is, in my ad, what is the pain point that I'm trying to reach? What is the frustration that I feel like my target market is concerned with right now? So when we look at a 14-day challenge and how to start your online business, I mean, what is that? It's a step-by-step, video-by-video training on how to start your online business. So someone that might be really good for is someone who is frustrated with all of the confusing data that's out there, all the confusing messaging, all of the ads that they're seeing bombarded with every single day, and they don't know where to start with their online business. So I'll put down here, I'll say, okay, the pain point that I think people are going through that are really going to enjoy this 14-day challenge is that they're frustrated with confusion. There's so many conflicting messages out there. There's so many complicated procedures. It's confusing. So I want to address them specifically. So I know in the ad, the pain point that I want to address are those that might be frustrated with confusion. The second thing that I want to address is the benefit that someone is going to receive by signing up for the 14-day challenge. So the benefit in this case would be you're frustrated with confusion. Well, with the 14-day challenge, you can easily launch an online business. You see that? Now, these are all elements that I'm going to end up putting in the ad, but it's good to outline them beforehand so you have some direction as you're writing an ad, okay? The next thing might be a little confusing. It's called the benefit of the benefit. Now, while the benefit is what's kind of obvious, like, okay, it's a 14-day challenge, what does it do? It helps you easily launch your online business. Well, that's great, but that's not what your customers really want. Yeah, they want to be able to launch an online business, but why do they want to launch an online business? Well, they want to launch an online business because they know that there's maybe financial freedom attached. And here's the great thing. This benefit of the benefit, it changes with different people. So I had to make a decision here on what that was going to be for our audience, because some benefit of the benefit might be, hey, maybe someone's just graduated college, but they don't know where to go. They want to be, they want to be an entrepreneur, and they just graduated college, and they're not sure if their degree is worth anything. I can speak particularly to that sentiment. So, do you see though how that might be different from somebody that has a concern with financial freedom? Maybe someone is about to go into retirement, and they're a little concerned that they don't have a nest egg built up for them. Well, that's a totally different person. Maybe this person is a little bit older. This person might be a little bit younger. This person might be right in the middle. The point that I'm trying to make is when you figure out what the benefit of the benefit is, when you figure, you change who you're talking to, and it helps craft your ads differently. So just for sake of the argument, we're going to stick with financial freedom as the benefit of the benefit. The next thing that I look for is the objection. This is the thing when someone is reading an ad and they go, okay, but this won't work for me because, and I always like to include those objections in the ad. So, if someone is frustrated with the confusion of all the ways to launch an online business, they really want to easily launch an online business, they're looking for financial freedom, they're probably a little leery about a 14-day challenge or an online business because the tech might be really complicated. So I'm going to make sure in my ad to tell them that this is actually really simple, that you just, in a few steps, we can set up a pixel, run an ad, set up an email account. We're going to go through step by step, okay? The next thing I look at is the mechanism. This is like, well, what is the actual thing that I'm offering? And that is where you get to say, this is the 14-day challenge. It's step by step. It's do as I do. The next thing that I include is proof. Okay, how do I know this is really going to work? There are a few ways of doing this. Testimonials are really great. Stories of people that have done this before. Sometimes in copy, I will put how Anthony went from, from his parents losing their life savings in the WorldCom investment and all of the successes that he's had from that. But something that I like to do that's very, very simple about proof is I just include images of Anthony, what we call flexing. Flexing is just a fancy word for showing off. So we'll put images of Anthony with on his yacht or on a plane or with his Rolls Royce. And if you don't have that, that's fine. Just pictures of people smiling and being happy. That signals proof that this really works. Okay. So like I said in my note here, you want to choose as many of these as you can for your ad. And what I encourage you to do is when you go through, because I don't have time to do it with you tonight, but when you go through these ads, go ahead and just make a note of, okay, this is the pain point here. Okay, this is the benefit here. This is the benefit of the benefit. And maybe print out these ads and mark it up a little bit. Mark up where I put the mechanism, where I put the proof, where I put, handling the objection. And that way you can see how an ad includes all of these elements. All right. So that's the ad details. The next thing that I look for is, well, what's my motivation for writing? Now, the motivation is going to direct the type of copy, the type of ad that I'm writing. So it can be entertaining. It could be just for fun. This is sort of like you see commercials on TV that are funny, and then they include what the product is. It entertains you, and then boom, you have the product name, and the branding is installed in your mind. The next type of ad is very persuasive. It's emotionally compelling. These are usually where we include stories of how people have overcome trials to get where they are today using maybe the mechanism like a 14-day step-by-step challenge. The next is intellectually appealing. Okay, that's fancy. What the heck is that? That one is, you're engaging people's minds. You're getting them to think. You're getting them to think about something that's different than what they're used to. So an example of this is with affiliate marketing. You're able to partner with a large company like say Amazon or like Anthony. You're able to partner with Anthony's company. Well, one ad that I've written for that is I say how there's a secret back door on just about every website that allows you to partner with people. So I'm not quite giving them exactly what it is up front. I'm making it intellectually appealing so that they're, okay, well, what's the back door? That sounds interesting. How do I get a hold of that? How does it let me partner with a company? The next one is useful. These are more short form ads where I just tell them basically what they're going to get and what the results they can expect are. And the last is urgent. You're going to see a lot of these tomorrow because of Black Friday sales. You're going to see these all the time. Get these before they're gone. So I'll use these motivations as I'm writing an ad to determine what type of ad I'm going to write. The last thing that I look at is what's called the style of writing. And I'm going to walk through these step by step with you now. And you're probably going to ask after this, Roger, do you really go through each of these points before you write every single post and ad? And the answer is no. I have done this enough at this point where I kind of know where I'm going with each of these elements. But when you're just getting started, I want you to use this as a guide. Write, 5 different ads in 5 different ways so that you can get used to the different ways to communicate online. And once you have some experience with that, I promise you, this is not going to be as long, drawn out, and boring as I might be making it seem right now. It's going to flow pretty naturally. So we're going to look at the style of writing. There's a few different styles that you can write here, and I'm going to go through some of them now. There's what we call an offer, which is just, hey, here's the offer. 14-day step-by-step challenge, do as I do, and it's free. Boom, that's it. This is really good for retargeting. If people already know you and they already know your brand, this is a really good method to use for them. They just need to be told what the offer is, and you're going to seal the deal. Great. I don't recommend this type of an ad if you're going out to cold traffic. I recommend this more in an email or in a retargeting ad, okay? The second is promise. A promise is right up front, here's what you're going to get, okay? I have an example of that here. A promise is just right up front, right at the top of the ad, Join me for a brand new 14-day challenge where I'll walk you step by step through the exact process I used to launch my 8-figure business, even if you're a complete beginner. So what's the promise here? The promise is when you sign up for the 14-day challenge, you're going to learn step by step how I built my 8-figure business. And you can do this even if you're a complete beginner. Now, if you're writing, I was writing as Anthony in this. If you're writing for yourself, you might include a different promise where, so you might put, join me for a brand new 14-day challenge where my mentor, Anthony Morrison, will walk you step by step through the exact process he used to launch his 8-figure business, even if you're a complete beginner. So right at the front, you're getting, this is the promise, okay? The second, or excuse me, the next is what we call the pain. This is where we lead with the frustration. Remember when we talked about here, the pain point, the frustrations with confusion? This is an ad where we lead with that type of a pain point. So here's something that I came up with for this. So you've heard about starting an online business, but you're not sure where to start. I don't blame you. And I'm really showing that I empathize with them on this. With so much bad information online, it's easy to get confused. And now I agitate the pain a little bit here by going, and bad information can lead to thousands of wasted dollars and hundreds of wasted hours, leaving you no better than where you started. So that's how I would start an ad where I address the pain point. And then after that, I get into, but here we have the 14-day challenge. It's going to walk you step by step. It's going to eliminate the confusion. And you can see that in the ads that I've written below. All right. So that is pain. The next that I want to go over, well, the next one is called secret. And that's where you withhold all the information until the very end of the ad. So this one, like I was telling you up here about the backdoor strategy, where I tell them, hey, there's a backdoor secret to different websites that allows you to partner with them so that you don't have to compete against them and don't have to create your own product. And I tease out that whole backdoor thing, but I don't tell them what it is. I don't tell them it's a 14-day challenge that has step-by-step videos yet. I leave that until the very, very end. So that's what we call a secret ad. The next is proclamation. I like this one because it's a big old fat announcement right at the front that maybe shakes them, maybe gets their attention. A classic ad with this was called, the headline was, "Read this or die." It just gets people's attention right off the bat. Now, I don't recommend writing "read this or die" in front of your ad, but here's one that I had written for Anthony. My proclamation was, "The internet is dead wrong about how to make money online." Now, if you've been Googling how to make money online, don't you think when you see a proclamation like this, you're going to want to read a little bit further? I know I would. And that's why I wrote this ad. It was to tell them right up front that, hey, if you're Googling how to make money online, I guarantee you the internet is dead wrong about it. Now, after I've made that proclamation, I have to prove it a little bit. So here's what I had written. So this morning, I decided to Google that phrase and see what came up. But what I found was a little frustrating. Countless sites talking about filling out surveys, watching commercials, and sharing posts for pennies. No, thank you. And then there was the litany of cashback apps. Pretty sure 3% cashback on compression socks isn't funding anyone's retirement. And these are all things that I found when I Googled how to make money online. So this was a completely true story about something that I found was a little frustrating. Oh, I had written a secret type of ad here. You guys can read that as well. The last one is arguably the most effective, and that's the story ad. The stories are what drives companies. If you can come up with a compelling and creative story, and even better, if it's a true story, I would highly recommend trying to find a true story that ties in with your product, man, you are going to have people hook, line, and sinker. So I have an example of a story down here. And the headline is, this is how I bought my first Ferrari without becoming a doctor or a dealer. But first, I should tell you, in 2001, my parents lost their entire life savings in the horrific WorldCom scandal. And then I go into Anthony's story about how his family unfortunately lost everything in a horrific scandal with WorldCom. I think it was back in 2001, and how he was able to turn it around with digital marketing. So I want you to go ahead and fill out these for yourself as you write an ad. Fill out what you think a pain point is, what you think the benefit of the benefit, objection, mechanism, proof is. And then I want you to think through, well, what kind of ad do I want to write? Do I want to write a story? Do I want to write something that's useful? Do I have an idea of something that's intellectually appealing? Or do I have a story that's emotionally compelling? And then see how it fits into these style of writing. And if I went a little bit fast for you guys, don't worry. I want you to go ahead and just read some examples that I have here that you can refer back to. And a fun exercise that you can do while you're enjoying Hallmark Christmas movies, because I know this is exactly what I do, because I have a soft spot in my heart for Hallmark Christmas movies, but I'm also a nerd. So as I'm watching commercials, my wife and I will play a game, and we figure out what type of commercial it is. So we'll watch a commercial and we'll go, okay, that's a promise commercial. That one tells you the promise right up front. Or oh wow, they're getting right into the point where she's sneezing really heavily and she's got all this sinus infection and she looks really sad and really down in the dumps. That's capitalizing on the pain point. Or maybe they're telling a story. Maybe it's a clip of a grandfather with his grandchild walking through, a park, and then and he has some back pain, and then they show you the solution to it, the icy hot. That's a story. So what I love to do is when I watch commercials, I figure out what kind of an ad, what kind of a style that they're using to write, to create this commercial. And that's going to help flex your creative muscles to write ads. So I want you to go through the style of writing that I have here, all these different points. And then the last thing, my gift to you, I have personally written 2 ads for you, and I have run them. I have run them both. I have spent good, hard, honest money out of Anthony Morrison's wallet to run these ads for you, to pages that really didn't take anybody anywhere. So this is purely for you guys. I've written these ads. I've run them. I can guarantee you that they have generated leads. Well, I can guarantee that they've generated me leads. I want you to follow the steps, and this, I hope, will get you so far in advance. So I can't go through, let me just check my time. No, I absolutely do not have time to go through all of these right now. But please feel free to hit me up in the Success Connection, read through these ads, go ahead and see, hey, which one is this? What type of style is this? What type of emotions is Roger trying to pull when he writes these? And then also identify, hey, where's the pain point? Where's the objection handling? Where's the mechanism that he chooses for these ads? Okay, so friends, that's my presentation. We've walked through how to set up your pixel. We've walked through how to create an ad. And finally, we've walked through how to write highly effective and persuasive Facebook ads. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Feel free to hit me up in the Success Connection if you have any further questions about this stuff. Anthony, I'm going to turn it back over to you, and thank you for letting me have some time with everybody today.
Man, look, you that's just crazy. I'm gonna grab the screen here, so hold on one second.
Awesome.
Let me grab the screen, make myself the presenter, show my screen. So everybody, how did you enjoy Roger's Facebook ad training? Just give me a big yes in the chat box if you enjoyed it. I see lots and lots and lots of you typing in yes, 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 yes. Keep them coming. Awesome, awesome. Look, he took some time away from his family here at the holidays to teach you guys that, and he actually wrote the ads for you, right? Which I think was really, really cool. I didn't expect him to create the landing page as well, but he did. And so, like I said, it's going to be on this page right here, which I'll give you guys access to in just a second, where you can download both the new opt-in page and the Facebook ads that he put together. I think it's an awesome opportunity for all of you. We try to take the Success Connection and turn it into an opportunity for you to learn. We also want it to be an opportunity for you to grow, right? So you want to be able to learn new things, but also grow in like your ability to implement and the ability to do this stuff. How many of you feel like maybe not the quick run through that we just did, which basically teaches you everything that you need to know, but maybe not that specific run through, because okay, you're going to need to see that once or twice, but how many of you feel like you could watch the replay of what we just did, which we'll be releasing that first thing in the morning, just like always? How many of you feel like you could watch the replay of that and probably follow the steps and at least put up the ads that he put together for you that we've already written? Just give me a big yes. All right, very good. Very good. I see lots and lots of yeses. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's what I
Awesome.
want to hear. I, I see tons of people saying yes. Very cool. So that's the whole point of this is we want to give you like actionable stuff. We want to give you stuff that you can use, stuff that you can actually implement, and stuff that's going to make sense for you for your business. I think it's awesome. That's the reason why we created the Success Connection. I'm going to go over a few quick things, and then I will wrap this thing up because I know we've been on here for close to an hour now, and like I said, I want to be respectful of your time. So a couple of quick things. Number one. Next week, we are going to be going over the implementation of a brand new business. So you guys know that we create new businesses constantly. As we go from one, we go to the next, right? So this is your challenge business. It's completed. We've now given you every single thing that you need to launch that challenge business. So it is awesome, all the way down to the Facebook ads and a new opt-in page. I mean, you've got it all. All you got to do is click the download buttons here. Again, if you're a new student, you don't have access to this page, it's okay. I'm going to give you the page and the password in just a minute. But we've created other businesses. We created an Instagram profits business, which again, you're going to get access to tonight completely free if you're new. We've created a YouTube business, and these are all businesses that are selling digital courses, right? Selling information, selling the strategies and the techniques that we're doing, and we put it all together for you. So we do the training, we do the product, we do the checkout pages, we build the members area, we build the funnels for you. I mean, we build everything and give it to you. So what we're going to be doing is adding in the final business of 2019 that we're going to create together, and it's going to start next week, and you get to have a say-so in what it is. So next week you're going to get to vote on the next business that we're going to launch together. It's going to be awesome. You do not want to miss it because it's your chance to get us to build you a business that you want to run, a business that you feel like you'll make money with, a business that you're excited about, and that's super important. Secondly, we're going to talk a little bit more. I'm going to start giving you some of the first details about the car giveaway. So in 2020, I'm going to be giving away a car, an expensive car at that, and you're going to get some of the first details on how that's going to work. It's going to be released next week right here on the Success Connection. So that is going to be awesome, and that is going to be a lot of fun. And then finally, we're going to be changing up some of the format for the Success Connection going into 2020. We're going to talk about that next week as well. So we're going to talk about kind of some format changes to the Success Connection, nothing major, but just things that I think are going to help you do better. We're going to be talking about the car giveaway next week. You're going to get the first details on how that's going to work and how you can win a completely free car from me. And then, of course, we're going to be voting on your next business that we build together. All of that is happening next week right here live on the Success Connection. But for now, for those of you that stayed until the end, which there's a ton of you on here, and I'm super shocked given that it's Thanksgiving that there's so many people on here. I want to give you access to this so that you can download this entire challenge business, get the done for you Facebook ads, and the done for you 14-day challenge opt-in page that Roger has put together. So let me give you the information on how to do that. First thing you'll want to do is go to this URL right here. It's go.thesc.com/funnel, okay? Go.thesc.com/funnel, just write it down. When you get there, here's all the cool stuff that's on this page. You'll actually see this right here. If you are a member of the Partner with Anthony program, awesome. I also want to mention to you that in session 15 of the Partner with Anthony program, we give you done for you Facebook ads. They're images that our team creates, they're images that we use. We have updated those for 2020. So they were 2019, we've updated them for 2020. So if you're a current Partner with Anthony student, check out session 15, click the little download button that's below the video, and it's gonna let you download the new creatives and the new Facebook ad images for Partner with Anthony. Of course, if you're not a member of Partner with Anthony, you can join right here. You want to join our Facebook group. There's a link to click right here. We usually give away cash prizes every single week for people that make posts or that make comments and such inside of the Facebook group. It's super important that you're there. It helps you engage with people. One of the first things I would do tonight once you get access to this page is join the Facebook group, okay? And the last thing to talk about before we go into businesses is ClickFunnels. Again, all of these pages that Roger built, all of the pages we've built, all of the businesses we've built, they're in a platform called ClickFunnels. That's how we built this page right here. So if you're a new student, you will need to get ClickFunnels. You can get a completely free trial. This is the link to get that free trial. It's right here. All you've got to do is click the link. It'll get you the free trial to ClickFunnels. And then when you start clicking these download buttons, it'll put all these pages and all these funnels right inside your account so that you can use them completely free. You own them. We have no access to them. They're yours. It's one click and it's done. And again, the ClickFunnels is a completely free trial. So you can use this for 2 weeks and you can download your entire challenge business. You can launch that thing, right? And that's what's really important, is taking action, implementing and doing, and not just sitting around watching videos and watching webinars and not doing something, right? We want you to actually do something. And that's the reason why we build all this stuff out for you. It makes it super easy, but you do have to use the platform we use and the software we use to make it happen. Again, that is ClickFunnels. So all you've got to do is click right here to activate your free trial. So I would do that tonight, first thing, when you get to this page. Then all you got to do is scroll down here and download all of your businesses. Like I said, you can download all of these businesses tonight. So Inboxer Academy, the 8-figure funnel formula, the 7-figure email strategies business, the YouTube business, the Instagram business, you can download them all. But the challenge business is the one that we're currently on. So if you're a new student, come through, click the download button on all of these right here, all the way down, get all of the assets for your challenge business, and then you can go up and you can download any of the others as well. One thing to mention, like always, these download buttons will not work after midnight tonight. So after midnight, they don't work. So that means if we procrastinate, then we can't download these until next Thursday. We have to do that to protect our assets and protect all this stuff, because people give it away to people that are not part of the Success Connection, and we really just don't want that. We built this for our students. We built this for you guys, and that's the reason why we lock it down, okay? So you will need to come to this page and download these things tonight before midnight. If you don't have ClickFunnels, just get it. It takes like 3 seconds. Then you can go and download all of these assets for your businesses. Everybody, does that make sense? Just give me a big yes in the chat box if that makes sense. Very good. I see lots and lots and lots of yeses. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, let me give you the password for this page so that you guys can jump on in and we can wrap things up, because I know that a lot of you are probably ready to get back to family. So let me just go through this real fast. So this again is the funnel access. To get to access to your student resource center, it's go.dsc.com/funnel. The password tonight is a very fitting password. Ads, ADS. That's it. All lowercase, ADS. The password is ads. That's going to take you straight to this page. So you want to go to this link, go.dsc.com/funnel. Okay, so I'm going to highlight it for you here. Go.dsc.com/funnel. You'll type in the password ads. That's going to take you right here to this page where you can go through, you can get partner with Anthony, you can join our Facebook group, which you should absolutely do right now. And then of course, you can get ClickFunnels and then download all of your assets tonight. What I'm gonna do is, if you leave a post, a comment, I just want you to tell us on a scale of 1 to 10, how much did you enjoy Roger's special Thanksgiving edition of Facebook ad training? If you go to our Facebook group, okay, which I just showed you how to join. It's literally right here. If you're not already a member, go right here, join our Facebook group. Join our Facebook group, leave a post for Roger, tell him thank you, and then give him a rating 1 out of 10 on his Facebook ad training for tonight. I'm going to hop on the Facebook group here as soon as we get off, and I'm going to give somebody $100 cash just for making a post in the Facebook group and telling us what you think about Roger's training tonight. How many of you are down for that? Just give me a big yes. All right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I see lots and lots of yeses. Awesome, perfect. So do that now. So the action steps for right now is go to the URL that you see on the screen, go.dsc.com/funnel, type in the password ads. Once you get there, download all of your funnels, make sure that you have ClickFunnels, and then of course, make sure that you've joined our Facebook group, leave us a comment, rate Roger's training, and then we'll award a $100 cash prize to one lucky person just randomly inside of the Facebook group. Listen, guys, I want to thank you all for being here. I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving holiday with your family. Go spend some more time with them. And of course, this weekend, instead of doing all that Black Friday shopping, which I know you're going to do, go ahead and spend a little time working on this business, launch your challenge, get things ready so that we can make 2020 the most profitable year of your entire life. That's the goal. That's what we need to do. And the only way to do that is to work while other people are not, because that's going to get you ahead of the game. That's the name of the game, and that's how you win in the online space. So make sure that you do it. I look forward to seeing you all next week right here, same place, same time on the Success Connection Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks again, Roger. We appreciate having you on, man.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. We'll see you all next week. Take care. Good night.